One last question that I'm oftentimes asked is, do you have to tell the truth during a test? What do you mean, Metatron? Well, let me give you an example because, the answer may surprise you. Let's say that we're having a conversation, and one of the things I'm asking during one of these oral tests as your examiner is, do you like traveling? And you tell me, oh yeah, absolutely, I love traveling. In fact, it's one of the things I like the most. Then to that, I follow up and I ask, okay, tell me about your last trip, because that's one way for me to gauge and see, can you use the past tense? Do you know your irregular verbs and that sort of stuff? So of course you start talking about it and you tell me, yeah, last year I went to Spain and I spent, 15 days there, and you start telling me all about this experience. And then I ask, okay, who did you go with? And you went with your cousin, but you cannot remember the word cousin to save your life. It can happen. I mean, it's a test at the end of the day. What do you do? Well, some students freeze. I'm just giving you an example, of course, but this could be a completely different scenario. I could ask you, what's your brother's job? And maybe you don't know how to say lawyer or how to say barrister or how to say police officer. Doesn't matter. Freaking lie. Because it's not a lie. You can tell me I went with my mother, even though you didn't. You can tell me I love tennis, even though you don't play it. You can absolutely tell me during a test that, say, your brother's job, well, he's a professor, he's a teacher. It doesn't matter, because I'm not assessing you on whether or not you're telling me the exact. I'm not going to call and check, excuse me, is this the board of directors? I need to double check it with the FBI, please. Yeah, because I need to double check if their brother is not a police officer. This is, it doesn't matter. I'm saying tell the truth, of course. There's no need to not say things how they are, but don't let it freeze you, because the examiner is going to ask the same question to another 150 people. You think it's going to remember that you said that your brother played tennis, even though they played football, because you couldn't remember football. It doesn't matter. So don't let it freeze you. If you don't remember the exact same word, it's fine. You can even take a couple of seconds to think, although you have to be careful because time is of the essence during exams. And in fact, I'll make an entire video dedicated to time, because time is what defines difficulty within a test. Because if I give you 10 hours, you'll pass it. But you only have a certain amount of hours. It changes to 50 to 45, depends on the exam. And if, you have to learn, that's why you need to learn the mechanics of the exams. You need to be familiar with it, because if you take too long, then that's going to be a problem. You might not be able to finish the exam in time, and then you'll start losing points. So yeah, time is absolutely a factor. And during an oral exam, examiners have to finish within a certain given set of time allocated for that. So they'll push. I know that because I was one. They have to. They're recording. Everything gets recorded because it gets sent to the assessors, remember? And so the examiner has to finish the test within, say, 11 minutes for the oral, or 15 if it's a higher level, and they will. So if you are there thinking, they'll give you a couple of seconds, but if they just move to the next question, and they have to. And in fact, one of the worst things that you can do is to not follow the instructions of your examiner at that point, and try to keep taking time, even though they are already asking you another question. At that point, just leave it. But I would say don't even get there. If you don't remember how to say a specific color, and I ask you, tell me about the t-shirt you bought yesterday, and you don't remember how to say purple, just tell me it was yellow. As simple as that. So this is just a little brief video to show you there's so much to say when you have internal experience, both as a candidate, but most importantly as an examiner. And I will be making more of these. So absolutely subscribe to Metatron's Academy. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have any other question that I haven't covered here, let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. Goodbye.